22th, 1545. The fort of Kalinjar, in the highlands of central India. Sher Shah Suri had been besieging this fort for weeks. He was the master of all India, the man who had twice defeated Humayun, the Mughal emperor, and driven him into exile. He had unified the currency of an entire subcontinent. He had built a road from Kabul to Bengal. He had reorganized the land, the taxes, and the postal system of the most populous region on Earth in 5 years. So now he was watching a stockpile of military rockets. Someone dropped a spark. The stockpile exploded. Burning debris hit Sher Shah. His generals kept fighting. A messenger brought him news of the fort's surrender as he lay dying. His last words, by the accounts that survived: "Thanks be to God." He was dead the next morning. He had never lost a battle. He was killed by his own fireworks. Farid Khan was born around 1486 in Sasaram, in the flat plains of Bihar, eastern India's least glamorous corner. His father was a minor jagirdar, a small landowner in the service of Afghan nobles. The family had connections, but no power. Farid had ambition, and no obvious way to use it. What he had was a talent for administration so extraordinary that it embarrassed everyone around him. He managed his father's estates. He ran them better than his father. He ran them better than the regional governor expected. The governor noticed. He gave Farid more responsibility. Farid ran those better too. He moved up through the household of Ibrahim Lodi, the last ruler of the Delhi Sultanate, the man Babur would defeat at Panipat in 1526. He learned how the old order worked. Then he watched Babur dismantle it. He found this instructive. By the 1520s, Farid Khan was a senior Afghan commander in Bihar, managing territory for the regional nobility with the focused competence of a man who had decided that whoever controlled administration controlled everything else. He was right. He collected taxes fairly enough that farmers didn't revolt. He maintained roads. He kept records. In a region of constant political chaos, he became the person things actually ran through. Then he killed a lion. The story may be embellished, but it was believed. A young Farid faced a charging lion and killed it single-handedly. His patron named him Sher Khan, Lion Lord. The name stuck. He would refine it later. By the late 1530s, Sher Khan controlled all of Bihar and much of Bengal. Humayun, Babur's son, the second Mughal emperor, had been watching this rise with increasing unease. He moved to crush it. He should have moved faster. Humayun's army outnumbered Sher Khan's. They were camped along the Ganges during monsoon season, waiting out the flooding. Sher Khan negotiated. He sent envoys. He bought time. At dawn, during a period of apparent truce, his forces attacked the Mughal camp without warning. In the chaos of monsoon flooding, the terrain that Humayun's larger army needed to maneuver became a trap. The Mughal army broke. Humayun fled to the Ganges and could not cross it. According to Gulbadan Begum, his own sister, who wrote an eyewitness account, he survived by clinging to an inflated goatskin raft offered by a water carrier named Nizam. The emperor of the Mughal dynasty crossed the Ganges on a water carrier's flotation device. He made it. His army largely did not. Sher Khan took the imperial title Sher Shah, Lion King. Humayun regrouped. He had more soldiers. He marched again. This time, Sher Shah met him in the open field near Kanauj. The result was not close. Humayun's army was defeated so decisively that he kept riding west and didn't stop through Punjab, through Sindh, into the desert, into Persia. He would not return to India for 15 years. His dynasty had been erased. Sher Shah now ruled an empire stretching from Kabul to Bengal. He had 5 years. He used all of them. He was not building a dynasty. He was building a machine. The machine was so well designed it kept running after him. The Rajput fortress of Kalinjar sat on a sheer cliff in the Vindhya mountains of central India. It was ancient, nearly impregnable, and had resisted conquest for centuries. In 1545, Sher Shah brought his army to take it. Why Kalinjar? The fortress controlled strategic territory between northern and central India. More importantly, Sher Shah did not leave things unconsolidated. He had spent 5 years systematizing everything he touched. Kalinjar was a loose end. The siege dragged through weeks. The fortress walls held. Sher Shah ordered a bombardment using military rockets, gunpowder weapons that were standard in Indian warfare of the period, firework-derived projectiles launched in masses at enemy fortifications. His engineers had accumulated a large stockpile inside the siege lines. On May 22, 1545, during the bombardment, something went wrong. The stockpile caught fire. The explosion was catastrophic. Burning debris landed across the siege camp. Sher Shah, close enough to direct operations, was hit by burning material. His generals did not stop fighting. They kept the bombardment going. They forced the breach. The fort fell on the same day. A messenger was sent to tell Sher Shah. He received the news while dying. He expressed gratitude. He did not survive the night. The man who never lost a battle, who had reorganized the administration of an entire subcontinent, who had outmaneuvered Humayun twice, had not been able to manage a spark in a gunpowder stockpile. The tragedy is structural. He controlled everything except the detail that killed him. Sher Shah's sons inherited the Sur Empire. They were not their father. Within 15 years, his dynasty was gone. Humayun came back. In 1555, 15 years after his humiliation at Kanauj, Humayun returned from exile with a Persian army and retook Delhi. He died the following year, fell down the stairs of his library. But he had restored the Mughal line. His son was Akbar. Akbar looked at the empire he inherited and found something unexpected, a functioning administrative machine he had not built. The rupee Sher Shah created, Akbar kept. The land survey system Sher Shah designed, Akbar expanded. The Grand Trunk Road Sher Shah built, Akbar used. The postal system, the standardized weights, the revenue collection model. All of it was already there, running. Akbar became one of the greatest emperors in history, in part because Sher Shah had already done the hard work of figuring out how to run a subcontinent. This is the strange continuity of Indian history. The Mughal dynasty Sher Shah displaced inherited his administration wholesale. The empire Akbar built was, in significant part, built on Sher Shah's foundation. 5 years. One brief, violent, brilliant reign. A man who died at his own siege, reportedly grateful because the fort had fallen before he did. The rupee outlasted the dynasty by 5 centuries. The road outlasted the empire by 4. The administrative principles outlasted both. He never lost a battle. His fireworks won the last one without him.